Yasin. And look, the interpretation of the Quran. This is Tafsir al-Jalalain. This is what? Tafsir al-Jalalain. Tafsir mean interpretation. Have you ever heard of religion have interpretation saying nobody knows what this mean? I mean, thank you for the interpretation, man. Finally, we get the answer. Nobody knows what this mean. If this is the interpretation, so what it was before the interpretation? You will see here it says Yasin. Yasin. Some education is good. Are you ready for education? Ya in the old Akkadian and Aramaic language is a word mean God. Ya. So you add it before anything to make it God. Ya Sin. Sin is the name of God. You can search right now and you will find that Sin is the moon god. It's just another name for the moon god. So God Sin. Now this is makes sense, correct? Do that make sense? Sin is the moon god. You do not need to be a genius. Go right now and type in Google Sin, the moon god. Are not making things up. This is how it is. Now, sin is used today in English, actually. Maybe some people do not even know like where the word sin is coming from. You know, I mean, but sin. Sin simply when people they move from cult out to believe in something better, which is, as an example, Christianity. So when the people in Mesopotamia, or let us say the Assyrian, the Babylon people, the ancient ones, they moved from that cult or believing the moon god, they call that thing sin. Anything which is false, we call it sin. Any wrong, we call it sin. Sin does not mean it's bad, it's mean it's pagan. It's coming from the old pagan religion, which is the moon god in this case. So you will see here the Nana and Soen and Sin. It's just additional names for the same god. You know, okay, depending on the location, they have different name for him, but it's the same thing. All right. So those names, we see them appearing in the Quran, and the Muslims they are confused what this is mean. That's why they say Allah knows best. All right. No, simply is the word mean God. You know, and whatever you add after it is going to be same as Allah. Allah. We explained that before many time. The word Allah, it is not Allah as many people think. It is, let us type in Arabic first. This is Allah. Now we switch to English. Allah contain two words, Al and La. Al is the same as Ya, is a word meaning God. La is exactly Sin, the moon god. It's just another name. Every location, every culture have they, you know, those religions, they move from place to place with the trade, with the occupation, with armies, but and they give them a local name based on the language they are using. But La is the same as Sin, and Sin is the same as La. El is a new version of the word Al. You see, El, this is the new Hebrew, or let us say the new Aramaic. El. So before it was not El, before it was Al. So Israel was Israel. Mikael was Mikael. Jibreel was Jibreel. So El is just a new, the new language, the new, let us say, the new word God, El. But it was Al always. So This is why you can say, you know, Emmanuel or Emmanuel. Like until now, we say in Arabic, which is name is not really an Arabic name, Prophet Daniel. Daniel. Why? Because Daniel is two words, and the last one mean God. All right. So you know, this is why actually, if you ask the Muslims, as an example, the Quran speak about names. If we ask the Muslims who are they, what their names mean, they don't know. Jibril, who is Jibril? What Jibril mean? They don't know. But Jibril is not a one word; it is a sentence actually. It's not just a name. Same as Israel, same as Mikael, same as Abraham, same as Ishmael. I mean, they have names, but they have no idea what they are. Simply because this is a religion is stealing names from other religions.